And then one of the other things I wanted to mention to you too is about the chain. When the chain goes up the lift, how it grabs the chain. This is called a chain dog. To make sure that the chain, that it pulls up the train. Pulls the train up the hill. This is what latches onto it. This is anti-rollback mechanism. This makes sure that if the train stops on the lift for some reason, if you see when we go back out there, you can actually look on the lift, there's a bunch of teeth going up the lift. This catches it. So if the lift stops, the train will stop. Any questions about the wheels or the chains or anything? I know you guys have stuff to add. Did you guys have stuff to add about anything?
Some of these have been changed over the years to make them wider.
Just that little green pad right here on the bottom. This is what actually runs on a steel chalk, little teeth. Just wear it out well. Yeah, they take a beating as they go on. Yeah, it's different kind of plastic. They came up with, but it's still a little noisy going up.
You see the new ones quieter.
Yeah.
Just a whole lot, just the motion of the car is quieter.
But then again, a lot of the newer ones, it's about half the size. This is just more metal. I mean, that's a pretty heavy chunk of steel right there. That's going up and down.
We like that. We have it.
So yeah, they made them a lot smaller and just a whole lot more on the trains. So we only run two. Why they're big and heavy.
How frequently do you have to change the road wheels?
Road wheels? Our road wheels are pretty good. We don't change them a whole lot very often, only when we get a discoloration and they blow out the sides. But I mean, other than that, the last one, we got some on here from 06 still. So, still wouldn't really take a beating at our inside wheels, our guide wheels, because our track and our coaster runs not tight. I mean, we get to Griffin, you'll see how close their wheels run to their track.
Yep.
Ours are actually move as the train goes around and things, so these are constantly taking a beating.
Yeah.
So these, your measuring gauge here, you can check them like that. So if it goes over top, all the way down, that's pretty much a bad wheel.
How long does it take to change one?
About 6 minutes. It's just a carb pin and a bearing, top down.
I was going to ask, because this is old, how was it originally controlled before there were PLCs? How did you control the ride?
There is a very primitive form of fertilize used. As far as the computer system itself, a lot of the rides are controlled by the opposite one. Just go off. We actually had two levers that we pulled down for the brakes. Pull them down, shut the brakes. Pull them up, open the brakes. And if the train parked too far in the station, that train had to go around again. I mean, so some people got to try it twice. But until we had PLCs and prop switches and things like that, we had a very primitive form of fertilize. That's how they operated the early trains. Now we have locks and things like that. One funny story about this ride. When the train comes by, it blows its whistle. And when this ride was first built, the train came by, blew its whistle, and clogged up the fertilizer, which shut the ride down. So they had to actually come up and develop a way, or a different way of placing that fertilizer.
What did you say about that?
This ride originally had 4 trains before it opened. They actually ran 4 trains at the same time. And
What?
the manufacturer determined that was way too much. They were actually shorter trains. There were 6-coach trains. We have 7-coach trains now. So they determined to make the train a little bit longer and to actually make all the trains longer. The train behind you here actually came from Tampa. We had a ride similar down in Tampa called Python.
How many blocks are on the ride?
How many blocks?
Yeah.
There's 4 out on the track. Then we have a station block.
So can the computer handle 4 if it has to? Yeah.
It's just a matter of us loading and unloading.
Yeah.
The computer system, the way it's set up now, it would be very difficult. Before, when they were testing the 4 trains, they actually had 2 trains on the first lift at the same time. One at the top and one at the bottom. And nowadays, with PLCs and things like that, our system wouldn't allow that.
Yeah.
And it really breaks.
The way We actually only have one set of brakes behind the station here. Typically coasters have two. They run 3 trains. So we have to actually constantly be moving trains here, otherwise the ride sets itself up. So that's why you see everybody hustling here. We hustle on our other rides too, but here especially we have to move trains on the ride. Any other questions?
How do you determine how do you scale how many trains you're going to put on for a day, depending on how busy it is or if they're ready?
They go by prediction of what they predict, and it's also up to operations. And they design us.
So maybe we could start with like today, 3 weeks.
Today we'll start with 3.
Yeah.
Mainly into Saturdays and Sundays right now, but we get more into the heat of the summer, more of the tour system, the season, then we'll start off with 3 trains every day.
Okay.
If we're protecting a lot of people and it's raining, this ride can only run 2 trains in the rain from its manufacturer, so we'll only be running 2 trains. If it's a great day like today, we're predicting something small, we're going to go ahead and put the 3rd train on because we know that we're going to be busy. We want to protect this. And then some days it's just kind of random. It may be kind of a dark, gloomy day, and we may need to slam, and we'll make the determination to put it on. So it really depends on the ground flow. And if we think we're going to go a line, we'll go ahead and put it on.
Who makes the decision if they throw the 3rd train on midday?
Operations.
So you'll get a call in from somebody else to throw the 3rd train on?
I'm actually an area supervisor in one of the areas. I can make the determination myself. It has to go through management, but...
So right around lunchtime when we get our food, never fails, 12 o'clock.
I try not to do that. Well, I'm not over here anymore, so I can't control lockdowns, but I try to keep that in mind. If we're going to put it on, I'll put it before their lunch. Any other questions?
Wow, get out. That's a cool look.
It scares people too when the train's not there and you stick your head up. Train going by.
I can only imagine.
Then, yeah, just keep on coming around.
Can you really do that for normal operation?
Yeah. So we got the chain doggers on your right side, rollbacks on your left. We do a complete green tag in the morning when we do our inspections. So we check it right before the park opens.